some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, over the 12th man, and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida's offense will take the first swing of the game. It's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week, you can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way. Who wins this one?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To grab on third. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Off play action on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
With jet sweep pass. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Takes the handoff. It's ball. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be fourth down and 3. Big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. On the option. Slithers into space. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
And that's just how they drew it up. Nice job by the QB. Listen, fourth and short, this is a tough situation. You want to keep it as a quarterback. He makes the right read. They stick their foot in the ground, and they get the first down. Not by much, but they get a new set of downs.
And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. They're setting up the screen. Almost popped free on the screen, but he stopped short of the line to gain. It's fourth down.
Well, that time on third and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up fourth.
Maybe a little long for a field goal. Definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on fourth down. On the option. Creates a little space. He's loose. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
How about that call? You're right around midfield, fourth down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
Quarterback on the keeper. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability to stop the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to run for it. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone.
to turn the page after losing their last game. So how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
He'll bring it out. It's Craver. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So Texas A&M's offense has the ball for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Rossi. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. And now on second down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Reed. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Aggies need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Unleashes one. Catch in the middle, it's Concepcion. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Lost one deep down the right side. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Daniels. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over of football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Caught, close to the marker, it's ball. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Gonna run it. It's ball. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Quarterback keeps it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback undesigned plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They'll run the option. He can't corral the press. The ball's on the ground. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff, being we used him twice in that loss a week ago. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back to throw, it's Reed. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got
flying down the left side. The 20. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Snagged on the outside, it's Wilson. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Using his feet to buy time. It's caught.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Touch pass on the run. Breaks the tackle. Wide open spaces. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Coming out with it, it's Craver. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did. The quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Makes the grab outside. It's Moss. I know you want to stretch the field horizontally, but working a little vertical in wouldn't hurt either.
No, it wouldn't. And you got to be able to work with some space. There's an entire field that we got to attack on offense right now. That was just way too much work for little gain.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level. And with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On the ground, it's ball. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
To the air, it's Lagway. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. With the catch, it's Craver. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
He'll throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll get this drive started from the 29. On the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Unloads to the right. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Feels the punt and try to pick up some yards. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So 1st down will open up the final period. Here's the handoff. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. This defense has been so dominant, David, that the 12th man feels like he's out there literally. Extra people on the stop troops.
Yeah, no doubt. They've been flying all over the field, and the tradition of the 12th man is like no other. You don't see that anywhere else in college football.
Oh, he's got some space. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. The Gators lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Rushes on him. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Aggie! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Alabama. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give him a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Fires to the middle. Finds a man by himself. Touchdown, Gators! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Craver. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Got the quick pass. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wants to fire on second down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourself a shot to win.
Quickly complete. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Bringing the heat. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got it. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? That's reeled in. It's Jackson. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the 4th. Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? You just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
The option look. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The 12th man, Borden, standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Quickly complete. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Caught. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Florida! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Now, you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Defense dropping into soft coverage. He's taking the deep shot. He's got it on the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make